Why would he try her like that? Like, did he not think that, I guess because she came by herself, but dude, this is a connected woman. What were you thinking trying that? Marvin comes, beats his ass, throws him in the wall, puts a couple of staples, not staples, but nails in his head, like Danny Glover Lethal Weapon 2 style. Yo, the streets need a body. The streets need a body. Man, fuck that song. Alright, y'all, here we go. Raising Kanan Season 1, Episode 6. So we had a week off, I'm assuming because the new show Heels just came out, so they had to make room and I guess focus on Heels so Raising Kanan doesn't take its shine. But fuck it, we're back. And yeah, this episode here, all I can say is that Neek won this round, okay? The battle, Neek won the battle, but the war is far from over. So Rock, being the bad bitch that she is, showed some vulnerability this episode, okay? So she lost her plug. D cut her off because Neek said he would pay a 20% premium for his and Rock's re-up. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, money talks, bullshit walks. Even though they've been in business for 5 years together, you know, you come with the bread, you get the deal. So Rock is now cut off. You're cut off. And Neek is now on top of the mountain. Rock got to figure this shit out. And on top of that, now she has an issue with the building inspector where she's, making a stash house. And not only is he telling her what she can and cannot do, but to make this right, I have to tap that ass. And I already knew. I said Rock ain't going to give it up that easily, you know, and she didn't. But it got scary for a second because dude put hands on her, you know, punched her in the stomach and everything. First time we've seen Rock actually hurt physically and everything, you know what I mean? So Rock has a lot on the plate this episode. And on top of that, she's getting frustrated with her brothers because it's like, look here, I'm busting my ass to, what she say, to put the flames out. Well, y'all motherfuckers that have your hands warm again, you know, however she put that shit, however she said it. But listen, I'm grinding here trying to make this shit work and y'all fucking around. Like, Lou, you worried about this little venue or whatever because you're trying to chase your Quincy Jones dreams. And Marvin, you're just dumber than a box of rocks, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, help me out, throw me a bone here. I kind of fell for Rock in this episode. And on top of all that, Kanan is still compounding the lies on top of the secrets on top of the lies. So she really has no leash on Kanan anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, she still has that motherly authority over him, but Kanan's doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. And on top of that, he's the cause for Symphony, however the fuck you say his name. Yeah, Rock had to dump him. So if I'm Symphony, I'd be like, man, I lost my woman over a punk ass son. Man, fuck both of them. That's how I would be. Hopefully, Symphony don't pull a Keith Sweat and go to begging and shit like, baby, please take me back. Nah, fuck that. I'm a different type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I'm banging a chick, right, and her son is the cause of our breakup, I step the fuck off. It is what it is. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just going to cause later shit in the future. You know, ain't nobody got time for that. And Detective Epps, he's thinking about using Kanan as a donor, even though he's still not 100% sure that's his son, but he needs to figure out something because time is winding down and he is dying, and Kanan could be a potential match. So, see how that shit plays out. The highlight of this episode was the venue. That shit was tight. Yo, when that shit first started, Uptown Anthem was playing, I lost my mind. That was my shit back in the day. Took me back to Juice, Tupac, and all them, even Detective Epps back when he was DJ GQ. You know, that was a perfect callback to the early 90s. Naughty by Nature, shout out to them. And yeah, Jukebox is nervous as hell. She's pulling the Eminem, throwing up in the bathroom, mom spaghetti, nervous about going on stage. Famous is talking his shit, acting like he's, you know, all that in a bag of chips. Gets on stage, he's the one that bitches up. And Juke has to save the day. And it was kind of an interesting scene because Famous is rapping, you know, he's spitting, you know, he got bars, but he's rapping that gangster stuff that he knows nothing about. And even Kanan's looking like, yo, that's when I figured out, man, rappers, that's what they do, man. They rap about shit they know nothing about, rapping about a life they don't know about. And yeah, the shit's all fake. But it sounds good, though. You can't help but to jam to it. A lot of us saw this shit coming with Scrappy. Actually, I didn't see the shit coming. I'll be honest, at first, I thought that he was actually really switching teams because he fell out with Kanan. But one of the people commented, said that, yeah, nah, he's infiltrating for Rock. And that's what happened. But see, Neek, you know, Neek proves he ain't no dumb nigga, okay? He ain't falling for the okie doke. He set that up to look like they putting a hit on Lou and knowing that Scrappy wasn't going to do it, so Scrappy had to go. Stripped him down, everything, shot him in the head, May he rest in shit. Gone. Speaking of resting and shit, yeah, that inspector, it's funny because the inspector knew who Rock was. He said he did some research or whatever and asked around. He knew who Rock was, what she was about. So why would he try her like that? Like, did he not think that, I guess because she came by herself, but dude, this is a connected woman. What were you thinking trying that? Marvin comes, beats his ass, throws him in the wall, puts a couple of staples, not staples, but nails in his head, like Danny Glover Lethal Weapon 2 style. And at least in his last moments, he got to hear out Marvin and his master plan for trying to get ahead one day. And I think we all see this coming too. Marvin's going to try to make some kind of power move to try to not overthrow his sister, but I guess to prove to his sister and Lou that I'm not just a dumb enforcer. I'm not just a muscle. I'm smart. You know, like Fredo. You know, I can handle things. I'm smart. That's not going to go so well. But, you know, we shall see. And another thing I see coming too is Nicole. I finally got to know her name. This whole time, I never knew who Jukebox's girlfriend was. I just knew her as the white girl. So yeah, Nicole is getting exposed to the street life. Now, mind you, she's a rich girl from the other side of town, you know, from the other side of the tracks, and she knows nothing about the street shit. So now she got her first taste of weed. She got her first taste of the street shit, and I have a feeling that it's just going to get worse for her going downhill. And Juke is going to lose this girl. That's going to really break her heart. And her parents are really going to blame her for that. Like, damn, since my baby ran into you, her life has gone to shit. And that's going to be, I guess, Juke's also her, you know, catalyst to her stepping out and becoming what she becomes. So, yeah, man, this is just a dope-ass episode. Once again, fails to disappoint. And so, yeah, some seeds are planted here. So, like what I say, yeah, Nicole's going to end up going downhill, becoming something that Jukebox is not going to like. Marvin's going to try to go into business for himself, which Rock might have to end up killing him. And we got to see how this plays out as far as Neek and Rock. Like, right now, Neek has the upper hand. He has the plug, you know. So now Rock got to go through Neek to do her due, you know. And also, I noticed, too, the Spanish lady that works in the store, the one who husband be beating the ass and shit. Yeah, I've been called the shit because every time they focus on the husband, they kind of put the camera on her and her beat up face. So, you know, there's some shit going on there. And Rock planted those seeds. I look at, man, fuck your husband. You know what I mean? You got connections, you got peoples. Handle that shit. I'm getting you out of this. Wink, wink. So yeah, that husband gonna go. She gonna end up being whatever the fuck she ends up being. And yeah, we'll just see. This is also the episode where Kanan gets his dick wet for the first time. Yes, sir. Goes to Davina's house. The whole time at the venue, he was thinking nothing of her, even though she snitched on him. But, yeah, I wonder how that's going to play out when he finds out that she threw him under the bus. But, yeah, Davina just happens to have a rubber in her drawer, I guess for these kind of occasions, you know. Never had that shit before. Usually I had to get my own rubbers, man. I never had a girl who already had rubbers on and like, hey, Rashad, hope I got your back. Here you go. You know, I had to get that shit in myself, you know, by myself or whatever. So yeah, y'all, that's all I got. What did you think about this episode? Comment freely below. Let me know what you thought. If you like and dig this content, hit that like and subscribe notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.